Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Dave, and on this channel, I love to cover my passion for Lego investing. I share a little bit about my BrickLink Store, and I cover some of my general investments that I tend to get into. This particular video, I'm going to go ahead and cover a couple things. One is I'm going to give you an update on the new parts that have been added to the BrickLink Store. I'm going to talk a little bit about what the next expansion looks like, and we're going to browse the inventory to see what we can do to identify another set, maybe, that's worth parting out from the actual backlog or investment log, I guess. In addition, we're going to go ahead and show you how to look up those pieces. If you saw, I think it was last week's video, it might have been 2 weeks ago, but I was going through all those friend sets and showing you kind of how I went about identifying what pieces I was missing to complete those sets. Well, now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to check your own inventory to fulfill those missing pieces first before you have to actually go to BrickLink and order them to complete your set. Now, before we go ahead and get into the video, I would like to ask if you go ahead and click on that like button below, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment. Let me know what it is that you're enjoying about the videos that I'm putting out, and or if you've got any questions that you would like to ask me about Lego investment, my general investments, or the BrickLink Store specifically, go ahead and drop that down there as well. My voice is still gone. I'm still recovering from Philly Brickfest. There's a bunch of videos. I think you actually saw one Monday, if you watched it. And if not, go back and do that, because it was a fun time. Okay, without further ado, let's get into this video. Well, we've done it, folks. I have all of the last sets I said I was going to part out. They're actually all parted out, and even better than that, I've actually got them all entered into the store. I'm actually going through and putting the parts that didn't have a home in the store next. That's what I'm doing here. So you can see we got a bunch of these minifigures are kind of what's up here. We've got 111 parts that don't have a home right now. Those are found within these containers. That is the next part of what I am doing. I really need to start expanding here because I'm getting down to the last couple bins. I do have some empty ones in here. Scott has actually been helping me with sorting some bricks and parts. Hey, Scott, what do you think about sorting bricks and plates, as I called them? Did you have a good time sorting the bricks and plates?
Yes.
It was super helpful, dude. I really appreciate you doing that for me. Scott's been a big helper. It has been tremendous for getting some of that stuff done. Next on the list is going to be starting to move this. You can see I cleared out the old quote-unquote store, Scott's little mock shop that he had, so that I can start whittling away at this area a little bit because I need to move these things down. But what Scott's doing is sorting bricks and plates, and this is my collection of bricks and plates. This is all used stuff. I do got panels and some other things. I've got a bunch of loose brick down here as well that I need to get through. Same thing over here. I have a lot of loose brick down here as well that I need to get sorted. And I'm actually starting to think that I might create a used part section for the BrickLink Store. I guess let me know in the comments below what you think about adding used parts. I think I'm going to try and pull out anything that's damaged, anything that has any kind of physical, deformity to it. I don't want to sell anything like that. Scratches, obviously, I'm going to ignore. But if it's got, teeth marks or like dug up at the bottom where someone was prying plates apart, that's stuff that I don't want to necessarily list because I do want to try and keep the quality high. But I've got so many loose brick that I was originally going to be selling by the pound. And I think I might actually try my hand at adding a used part selection. So let me know in the comments below what you think of that. Next step that I need to do, now that I've actually already parted these sets out, is I need to identify what set is going to be next in terms of my part out. I thought about doing some of these Elsa jewelry boxes. I know those are still available, and I have a few of those. Kind of some cool translucent pieces in there. The other set that I was really thinking about is this, I think it's Light in the Shadow or something like that. 11009. That's another set that I have a few copies of. It's mostly going to be bulk brick, but it does have some light bricks in there. We got some dogs going nuts above me right now, so I apologize if you can hear that. Some Star Wars sets would be good. I might actually have to see if there's a set that I haven't parted out. Maybe even go to the store and see about picking up a good 10 copies of it and doing a bulk part out. It's been a little while since I've done that. That will help with my overall piece count. Other than that, though, I don't know too much. I don't think I'm going to break down any of these Harry Potters because I really want to make sure to keep these available for the investment side of things. I could do some of the Minecraft, but I don't think I'm going to get a whole lot of value out of that 21151, but we'll go ahead and check that price here next as well. So we got 11009 and we got 21151. We will check the values of those. I'm pretty deep into these as well, so I could pull out 5 to 10 of those without hurting the store all that much. Not really a whole lot that I would consider parting out. Not going to part out any of these large Legoland exclusives. I don't think. I feel like the value of those is just going to be too high. Let's look that one up as well. 40346. And nothing over here, and then the wall of shirts that I can't get past. So we're going to ignore all of that. Let's go look up these 3 sets and see if I can find something that will make for the good next part out. Let's look these sets up real quick. So we talked about 3 different potentials. The first one, we've got 11009. We're going to go ahead and get the value of that. This is the Shadow Theater, apparently is the name of it. And it has about a $60 value, which is a lot more than what I paid for it. I want to say that I only paid around $12 for those sets. However, I can see that it's only going to add 36 new lots, which means 87 total items that I don't already have in the store. It's not horrible, but it's a little bit lower than what I would ideally like. So let's see if we can find a better one than that. Let's go back here and go 21151. This is the Minecraft, the End Battle set. These ones I know I paid around $20 for, so it's definitely not quite the profit markup that I would like, especially since I hope to sell this for this or more in another couple years. And here we've got 25 new lots, 71 items. This is even less than the other one, although a smaller set. Now let's go look at the large set and see if we can figure something out with that. I'm not expecting this one to have... Ooh, it has a really high value, actually. $250. I mean, this is a large set, though. Normally, I want to say this is a $120 retail set, so it's about 2x retail. It's a little higher than that from what I paid for it, though. It does have 109 lots, only 231 pieces, though, which means out of the total of 1,400 pieces that are in this set, only 231 of them are actually going to be new parts for the store. All the other ones are going to be the same types that I already have in there. Is that right? Yeah, so 231 new pieces across the 109 lots that I don't have, which means we are boosting up the quantity of a lot of the other parts. Boy, this one would be a massive undertaking, and since the percentage of items that would be new is pretty low, that tells me that there's a lot of parts in here that are duplicates. I might consider this. I think what I'm going to do, though, is actually look to see what other sets I have in large quantities, and or maybe see if I can't find a new set available retail that I can go out and just buy 10 of to part out and go from there. So I'm going to have to dive into the backlog and see what I can come up with. For right now, I'm not sure any 3 of these sets are really speaking to me. Hopefully I'll find some better options, though. All right, everybody. So what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to share with you a little bit about how I go to check my current inventory to see if I can find the parts that I'm missing in the sets that need to be completed. And so what I do is kind of a twofold method. First, I take the part number, and we're going to start with what is it, the private jet Lego friend set that I just parted out here. And we're going to go 4211235. And it is a minifigure utensil briefcase suitcase. Now, the reason I do the search in the general BrickLink search is that what I'm looking for is this item number right here. And I'm going to try and zoom that in so hopefully you guys can see it really well. We've got this item number 4449, and that's what's going to help us find this item. So once I have that, I'm going to copy that number. I'm going to go ahead and go to my store, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to open the inventory in a new tab. You could simply go over to the inventory, bring it up, and then do that search, but I'm going to want to kind of bounce between them without having to constantly go back and forth. So I now have a new tab at the top of my Chrome browser. I'm going to click on that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to the search my inventory. And it's as simple as taking that 4449 part number and hitting search. I'm going to hit go here. Now, what you can see is because I didn't specify, if I go back here, I believe there is, I don't see it. I thought there was a different PB, which I forget exactly what it stands for, number that you could put in addition to the part number that would give you the color code, or maybe it's a C color. Let me see. Yeah, I think, I forget. There's a number I believe that you can search for to narrow that down. But as you can see, the part number specifically that we're looking for is the reddish brown version. My inventory only has the black version at the moment. So I can't pull this particular part from my inventory. That means I'm going to want to go ahead and add that to my wanted list. So the next time I'm looking for parts and pieces, I can go ahead and pull those in from there. Let's go ahead and search for another one now. We've got 4249937. This is the small dog from the Belleville set. And you can see this one here's got 6250, and then it's got the PB01. And I thought that's what the other one would have as well, although I didn't see it. Maybe this is a printed brick number that gives it the ID. Either way, we've got the number we're looking for. We're going to go back to my inventory, and we are going to go ahead and put that in the keyword search. Honestly, I'm not expecting to find this in there. I think I'm probably going to find this in my used parts to be coming. And you can see we do not have that part in the inventory. That's not a surprise to me. Let's go down here, and we've got the last set, which is the Dolphin Cruiser. This one we were missing 2 different pieces on, and I think we may have some more luck with these. So we're going to go ahead and do 256926. Let's see what we have here. Oop, 26. Helps if I type it right. 256926. And enter. And part. Nope. 256926. And I can see it down here. It's the antenna whip 8 brick height. And it is indeed in black that I'm missing it in. So we're talking 2569 is the particular part number we're looking for. And so we're going to go over here and go 2569. We're going to go ahead and click on go. And I can see that I have this part in 1037. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go grab that drawer. Okay, here we have it. We have drawer number 1037. It does indeed have the antenna piece that I need. I'm going to go ahead and pull one of those out. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce my quantity in my inventory by 1. I'm going to scroll to the bottom, submit changes, and I have successfully pulled that one part from my inventory. I'm just going to set that bin aside. Let's go ahead and search for the very last part, see if we can find that. 4611885, and this is a fish. So let's see if we happen to have the flat silver fish. And so I copied the number 64648. I'm going to go back to the keyword and search. And I have light blue. I do have flat silver fish in drawer 1579. You can ignore the B. That's how I used to track that I had multiple parts within it. I don't do that anymore. You can clearly see the distinction between the parts in the drawer. So 1579, let me go get that. Okay, we have drawer 1579. We are looking for the flat silver fish. right here, missing quantity 1. I'm going to go over here, reduce this to a quantity of 35 instead of 36, submit my changes, and that is it. I can go ahead and put these 2 drawers away. I can take the antenna and the fish, and I now have a complete dolphin cruiser set, and I didn't even have to go out and purchase pieces from BrickLink because I already had them in my inventory. So if you've got a BrickLink store and you were curious as to how to search your store for the parts you're looking for, hopefully that helped you today. I do have some more parts. I got a ton of new sets that came in from Philly. You may have seen a quick glance of that in Monday's video this week. I'm going to have to inventory a ton of used sets, and so I will definitely be using both this method and the method that I shared with you a couple weeks ago to order my missing pieces, and expect that I'm going to have a lot of new stuff, used stuff, new to me, new to you, coming to the BrickLink store and eBay and Facebook Marketplace here soon. So stay on the lookout for that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and kind of following along and seeing some of the insanity that I'm getting myself into. I just really love sharing all my little tips and tricks and ways that I do things. If you're aware of something that you use to do things similar to what I'm doing and you think that your way is easier, please go ahead and leave me a comment in the section below. I would love to find better ways to do the things that I do. It's really important to continue to optimize your process and look for better ways to do things, because anything we can do to improve our process equates to more efficiently getting orders pulled, which gives us less time per order and therefore more profit per hour. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.